Today, I kind of want to go in detail why I genuinely think the anime filler is better than what the entirety of the Boruto manga entails. Because with the anime filler, it is so great to me because it expands all the characters so damn well, especially for Kawaki and Himawari, or even Kai for that matter. It expands their personality, gives more life to the world of Konoha or the world of Naruto in general for that matter. And the fact that we are getting a new original story arc in November, I believe, in the beginning of November, and that's what prompted me to make this video because with this specific original story arc, it apparently is entailed an adventure with Sasuke and Boruto, and I find that to be really cool because not only because I really love Sasuke and the fact that we haven't really necessarily got that many interactions with Sasuke after he got his eye cut off or whatever. He has been very quiet in the manga, but in the anime, he's still being treated with more respect. He's still being treated with more important and a big role in the Boruto franchise. And I think that's pretty cool to me because in the manga they kind of treat these characters like fodder. They don't really go in depth and actually use them as for what they're worth. And it's just kind of depressing to see how the manga is just not it's just not up to par to me. Like even something like the time skip art, what yes, you can say what you want about that art with Hiroshiki being as terrible at the building as he is. I do genuinely like the lessons he actually gave from that art, that how not Boruto, he should not be scared of fodder. That it really harkens back to the Boruto movie where Sasuke was saying how you should not look at Naruto who he is, you should look at Naruto past. And it's kind of ironic because Boruto obviously went to Naruto past, and he actually saw him for the ferocious monster he was at that current point in time, but he actually accepted the QB at that current point in time. He accepted Naruto for who he was, despite him not being able to fully control the tail beast at that time. I just really love how Boruto actually does have a better understanding of who Naruto is, and it actually helped Boruto Kawaki's relationship in that case because even when Naruto was saying how he was getting so much resentment from the villagers at that current point in time, and Boruto having that realization that Kawaki is in the same position that Naruto was back in the day. It just really strengthened that bond between Boruto and Kawaki, and actually realized that. Well, I mean, if you're gonna disrespect Kawaki, you might as well be disrespecting your father when he was a kid, and obviously that's not gonna really look good on Boruto. So obviously he needs to at least make the attempt to do so. And for Boruto, I mean, I just think it's pretty cool how the level he is willing to go to actually aim for his goals as a shinobi, actually try to manifest this desire to protect his friend or protect the villages. Because for the fact that he was willing to go so out of his way to actually defend Kakura, and the fact that he was at the point after Kakura died and he killed a lot of people. He killed one major person who had a child, and due to that, Boruto actually felt guilty. He felt really ashamed of himself that all this killing is not going to do everything. All this killing is not going to do any gain for you whatsoever, and it just goes to show that Boruto, while he is a mature person, while he is the kind of person that he wants to do the right thing. He always the kind of person, he always wants to avenge his friend. He does have a limit of where things can be taken too far. He does realize that killing the enemy, it could be good, yes, but at what cost? I mean, your mental sanity at that point is going to be ruined forever. And for Boruto to have that realization that it's just not worth it in the grand scheme of things. And the fact that he stopped the entire war by himself, that is crazy to me. That he was that dead set on helping his friend get back on the right track. And for Boruto, like his training regimen is pretty impressive for the most part. I mean, not only with the fact that even in the Boruto movie, he was training so hard for the Rasengan, and then later on in the story where Boruto actually trying to strengthen himself up against Deepa by training the Rasengan, and the fact that even they brought even Kakashi to actually train Boruto, and it just really brought back the memory of Naruto actually trying to get the fancy new moves that would beat Katsu, which obviously the Rasen Shuriken. And I just think it was just a good mentor mental arc where Boruto actually got to see where he could grow at this known where he has more ninjutsu in his arsenal. It just really goes to show that while the manga had very limited growth, Boruto, he actually seemed more of a shinobi in this specific anime. Because with the anime, again, Boruto is such a fascinating character to me because Boruto, he was so good at playing making the filler seem so well because with Boruto, like even something like the Deepa art, which I just talked about, Deepa was incredibly strong. But the fact that Deepa was that strong, Boruto had not faced an opponent that strong. He legitimately he had not faced that opponent that strong by himself. Because at least with Momoshiki, he had outsider help with Naruto. Deepa, however, there was no way around it. There was no cheat code behind him. There was no Naruto Rasengan or anything like that. He had to do this by himself with his squad. I mean, and for the fact that it took him that long to realize that I'm actually going to need more help. I'm actually going to need more assistance. I'm going to need more training. I just think that again, it just really goes to show that Naruto is such a great character to me because it's